Hey, welcome to my channel. We're gonna do some reloading right now. We gotta do a little bit of prep work first though. Oops. If you're tuning in, let me know in the comments, and got any questions about reloading, let me know. Oops, let's fix this one. So this is the super fun part of reloading that lots of people love to talk about and show. So I use a Dillon 750 press, and the primer feed system, you actually have to manually load the primers in. So it seems like we have some in here. I wonder how many I have. Let's see how many. I think these are going to be small rifle. I have one. So we'll make sure that that one doesn't get mixed in. This is a Winchester primer. It actually might be a small pistol primer. I got to double check. We're going to put that one in here so that we don't lose it. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. So if you're new to reloading or just curious about what's going on, let me know in the comments and I will try and answer. So we have some tubes. Let's see that they're empty. Oh, do I recycle these? I do. I actually have a 5-gallon water bucket, you know, like from Lowe's. I have it filled in and just full of scrap brass. So these are all empty. But this is the fun stuff that people don't talk about when you reload, is you have to fill these primer tubes up to put them in your machine. Favorite NFL team? Probably, you know, I like the Steelers, even though I'm from California. But mainly it's just because they're colors. I like the black and gold. But I watch football, not necessarily to support a team, but just because it's fun to hang out with friends and drink some beer and watch football. Monsanto finds out you're recycling your primers and crops. They will. Monsanto is going to find out that I have primer trees in my backyard, and they're going to come after me and sue me. Hello, welcome to my channel. Double tap your screen, give me a like. If you have any questions, just let me know. So what I'm doing right now is I'm filling up these primer tubes. These primer tubes are necessary for to feed your press. So what I'm doing is like the first step in reloading ammo. And like I said, I'm going to be reloading ammo, but I'm not going to show you or give you explicit directions. You're kind of just seeing like a really broad overview. You're not going to see how much powder I have, or yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. You guys don't know. If you guys are interested in reloading and have any questions about reloading, you can ask me, but I'm not going to give you specific, like, detailed instructions on how to load it. What are you loading? I am going to be loading 9mm Makarov. So I'll show you some of the brass right now. So this is actually, let's see if it'll focus. This is 9mm Luger brass, and I have actually cut it down and opened it up so that way it'll, let me get a bullet out too. So that way you can put a 9x18 Makarov bullet in here. So, and I've marked all these brasses with black marks, so that way I know they're not 9mm brass. It's 9mm Makarov brass, not 9mm Luger. So, just trying to get the primer system up and ready. So I wonder how many, this thing's supposed to only hold 100 primers, but I don't know, we'll see how much it holds. And like I said, if you have any questions about reloading, just let me know. And do these tubes hold 150? I've only been loading them up with 100 at a time. Oh, it's already almost at the top. Yep, it is full. So let's keep that one down. Let's pull this one primer out. You can't see it, but I'm just pulling the primer out so we can load it into the next one. Pull this one out. Yeah, I'll leave that one in there. That'll be fine. Let's get the nose one. You have bought your friend's reloads? You bought 1,000 of them? Or you've reloaded 1,000 of them? David. Had a text message. But this is like the not fun part of reloading, is when you have to fill up tubes of these. Oh, they need to be loaded. Yeah, the press that I have, I'll show you guys in just a few minutes. I'm gonna fill up 3 of these tubes. I'm already done with, or 2 boxes. But the reloader that I have, this is, like I said, this is the slowest part. When you reload, is just filling up the primers. But I can reload 1,000 rounds in probably 30 minutes or so if I didn't have to do this. So I can do 100 rounds in maybe 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. So it works pretty good, the press that I have. I have a pretty fancy press. So let's go ahead and put these in here, turn it over. Let's go ahead and drop some. Okay, and the rest of them. So this is 150 primers. These tray flippers are really good. It's just a couple. All right, then we put the lid on. Yeah, finding primers is a pain in the butt right now. I got these ones for an okay price. I think I paid $90 for 1,500, which is, it's good in today's pricing. But like when I started reloading in 2012, I think I was paying like $30 for 1,000. So the price has definitely gone up like a huge amount since I started, but it's still cheaper because it depends on what you're loading. So like this, the 9mm Makarov that I'm loading is going to be very, very cheap compared to buying it like factory new ammo. And I've also saved a lot of money by casting my own bullets. So like I showed earlier, I melt my own lead and I have my own bullet formers. So it saves me a lot of money. So like even these primers, I think after tax, they're running like 8 cents a piece. And then you put in maybe 4 cents of powder, so 12 cents. And these bullets, I think, were 5 cents. 5 cents a piece. So I'm looking at 18 cents a round. and I'm getting plus P 9mm, so it's pretty, like, it saves me a good amount of money. Yeah, but you figure with the price, he may charge you a little bit, at least for the components. And I know 5.56 is running like 50 cents a round nowadays, which is pretty fucking expensive. You know, I'm like trying so hard not to be that old guy, but like back in my day when I started shooting, I think it was like 1,000 rounds of 5.56, like federal 5.56 was maybe like $200, $180 for 1,000 rounds. Nowadays it's 500, 450, $400, something like that. This price has doubled. It's crazy. But I reload my own ammo, like pretty much every caliber that I shoot, I reload, and I own probably 30 different calibers. And it's funny because 9mm, 9mm, 223, 5.56, I would never touch or even consider reloading it because it was so cheap. I think I used to get 9mm. 1,000 rounds of 9mm was like $130, $140. Like, it was so cheap. And I would even split it with friends, you know, get 500 rounds for $70. So we have 300 primers ready to go. So I'll get to loading right now. I'm gonna move over to my reloading bench, my filthy reloading bench. Yeah, 55 cents a round now. Like, it's crazy how expensive it's gotten. And you can reload it. So like I said, these primers, you can, I mean, these are pistol primers, but like you can get small rifle primers for like about the same price, like 9 cents a round, or 9 cents a primer. So like you're looking at 9 cents plus 15 cents for a bullet, so 24, and then like 6 cents in powder. So you're getting a round for like 29 cents or something like that. It's pretty cheap. So yeah, you can save a lot of money reloading. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna move on over to the reloading bench. Let me move this first. So let's get to my press. If I can move my camera mount. There we go. And that's half if you're buying, and you can buy like some premium bullets for that too. So like the 9mm that I reload is, like I said, I was paying 6 cents for these bullets, and I was paying 10 cents for like really premium, what do you call it? Like self-defense ammo. But let me go ahead and move over. Get this set up. There we go. Gotta bring my charger over. There we go. All right. Let's get the mount set up. Right. Alrighty. Oops. Yeah, so if you get better bullets, your accuracy will definitely improve, and that's like the whole point. So like you can get some really premium hunting bullets, and like I'll even show some right now. Just give me a second. Man, what's going on? Get this set back up. Oh, there we go. There we go. So like, these are some like premium hunting bullets. Oops, that one's not open. There we go. So like, these are some premium hunting bullets, but they are, these run about $1 a round. But if you were to buy a complete cartridge with these Barnes TSX bullets, you would be paying something along the lines of like $3 a round. So even with a dollar bullet, primer, powder, you're looking at like $1.25. And with that $1.25, you're still saving $1.75 for every round that you reload. So you do save a lot of money. So let's go ahead and get started on the reloading. Let's get this set up. Good on that. Okay. Let's get the powder. So we're going to be using some tight group. Fill up my powder dispenser all the way up here. And you normally want to fill it at least halfway, so that way it has consistent pressure. And you can always top it off when you're done. So let's go ahead. I'm going to grab a handful of brass right here. And I'm going to start feeding it into my press, which I should have did this a little bit earlier. I do have like my own primer or case feed system. So it I can do like I think like 70 bullets in one go. So I think right now I'm going to be limited to like 25. We're about halfway. So let's get to loading. Almost done. Let's do like 2 or 3 more. So I can hold 3. And where's my primers? All right. So now we have our primer tube. And you want to put it in here. And there's a little alarm on here, so it lets you know when you're out of primers. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here. And get to reloading. Make sure it's full. Tube is empty. And put the cotter pin back. Now I'm going to probably run like 3 or 4 bullets, just so that way we can... Oh, let me turn on the light. I have a flashlight right here too. There we go. Let's go ahead and feed some shells in. So we're resizing. We're priming. So if you can see, now the shell has a primer. It's ready to fill with some powder. So we have it seated. And then, did I add powder to it? Why didn't this thing go up? Oh, yeah, stupid me. That was a rookie mistake. There we go. Now we're gonna get some powder. So I'm gonna actually weigh it. So you can see there's a little bit of powder in there. So we're gonna weigh this to make sure that it's within the correct amount, but I'm not gonna tell you guys what that correct amount is because I'm not giving any instructions on how to reload. And we are well within limits. It's perfect. So let me pour this powder back. Putting it back in the shell. Okay. Put this one in here. And now we're gonna get all these steps. It is and isn't. So from my understanding, as long as I'm not giving you specific instructions on how to load and giving you load data and all that stuff, this is not against the policy. However, you just got to be careful with what you're doing. So I'm going to be putting it in here. So we got the bullet seated, just sitting inside the case. So where am I hanging up at? There we go. So we're getting all this done in one step. Coming back down. We got some powder in here. So let's go ahead and weigh it just to make sure that's within acceptable. Okay. That's seated. There we go. Bring it back down. This one did not get a primer in it. Ah, that's why. Rookie mistake. There we go. So let's put this one back into rotation. And then we're going to weigh this one within the limits. Yeah, getting a scope-mounted camera seems to be the way to go. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, let's check one last time. If this is within limits, then we will go full speed. That is within limits. So let's put this back in. Then we got to put in our locator pins. Got 2 of them that I took out. And this makes sure that the brass is always in the right position. So you can see this thing will start going pretty fast. So it's going to load as fast as I can feed it bullets and brass. So push forward. This thing is going smooth. Got some stuck bullets. There we go. Let's go ahead and feed some more brass in. All right, and if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will try and answer them as best I can. So we're going to see how much powder this has since I did reset it. Just make sure we're still within acceptable ranges. Still within the range. Good to go. I know some people weigh like every 10 rounds just to make sure the press is still good. And I do like every 30 to 50 rounds. Just depends on what am I doing for that moment. Let's see. Let's see what that one does. Go. Okay, one more time, just to make sure. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I'm feeling confident, and I'm going to start cranking these out again. Let's get a handful of bullets. Like I said, these were all cast by myself, so that's what I'm loading in right now. you guys got any questions, let me know. Let me switch this bolt out. Hey, welcome to the channel. If you're tuning in, you got any questions, let me know. I'll try and answer them as best I can. Got to load up some fresh brass. So this is like the part that slows it down most of the time. Trying to refill the brass. Have a good night. Hey, if you got any questions, let me know. I'm reloading. See some people watching now. I try to take a peek at my phone every couple of minutes. See if there's any questions or new comments. Right. These bullets are really sticky. They get stuck to each other and stuck to my hands because of the lube that I put on them. Some more bullets. Hey, welcome. You got any questions, let me know. Almost got to fill my brass feeder. I'm almost done with the brass. It's kind of good. Had this brass for like close to a year. I haven't reloaded it, but anytime is good as long as I got some free time. And I want to clear some room on my bench because it's kind of annoying just having brass take up space, ready to load, and it's just sitting there. I'd rather have complete cartridges ready to go sitting in an ammo can than components just sitting on the desk. Almost out of primers too. I'm going to be reloading that in just a moment. Probably got 4 more primers. That one's empty. Fill this back up. This back down. Gotta get some more bullets. And like I said, these are my hand cast bullets. So just trying to save a little money when I'm reloading the Makarov. So let's hopefully see if these bullets feed well and function well, because that'll be the deciding factor if making my own brass cases and my own bullets is actually worth it for this cartridge. Like I said, if anybody has any questions, I see there's a couple of you watching now, just send a comment. Make sure that's locked down. Double tap your screen, give me a like. All likes help. Oops. There we go. So I like it, even if the bullet is a little bit crooked, it still goes in straight, comes out straight. How much does it cost for a bare basic setup to reload? So I haven't had to buy a press in a very long time, but if you're still watching, Austin, I have some single stage presses right here. Those presses, you can probably get a press for 200 bucks, but it's all the other accessories that start adding up. So like, obviously you're gonna need a press to load, but let me tilt this up a little bit. I have an automatic powder feeder, so like you're gonna see this move every time I crank. Oh, I'm out of brass too. So let me load that up. So let me just put a couple in so you can see it. So let's fix this. So it's gonna feed some brass in right now. Just give it a couple more pulls and you'll see. So it's going to move right now. So this is two separate parts. So the powder dispenser, otherwise you're going to make it simple and safe. What kind of cost then? Simple and safe, 500 bucks. 500 bucks will get you some solid equipment that's going to work, and it'll work every time. So like, the more you upgrade, the more everything's going to cost. Like this press itself, it's the Dillon XL 750. It's like one of the top of the line presses you can get. The base set alone, like just the minimum press is probably like 700 bucks. But it makes reloading extremely easy. Oops. Where did that piece fall? I don't know. It makes reloading very easy. But if you want to make things easier, you get things like this powder dispenser. The powder dispenser is 100, and then the arm to make it feed better. Or I'm sorry, the arm to like automatically dispense the powder. Otherwise, you'd be doing this manually. You'd have a little handle and you'd be cranking it yourself. It was like another $100. So just like the primer or just the powder dispenser alone is 200 bucks. So we're looking at close to $1,000 just for this. Each one of these blocks, you should have one for every caliber that you reload, is like 50 bucks. And then each set of dies you buy is like $50. So it adds up very quickly. Oh, how cool. But you can see how fast I'm making ammo. If you get one of those simple presses like I showed you just a few moments ago, you'll reload like 1 round every 2 minutes. 19-year-olds use air guns. I would use a 22 for home defense if that's all you have. If you're strapped for cash, 22. Get a 22, absolutely. 19-year-old use air guns. It's a hobby. Wondering if it's worth moving into powder instead of air. Yeah, absolutely. So like, if you would have came in at the beginning, I was talking to some other YouTubers, and one of these rounds is costing me like maybe, what is it, 6 cents for or 9 cents for a primer, 4 cents for powder, 4 cents for a bullet. So that's 17 cents. This specific cartridge, if I were to buy it, it's going to be running, this is 9mm Makarov. It's going to be running like 40 cents a round. So I'm already doing like half cost, saving by making my own bullets. And it is safe as long as you do lots of reading and you learn how to do this. I think I was 19 years old when I started reloading too. I was reloading 45 ACP. But it's definitely something you have to like put a good investment in to make sure that you're doing it correctly, and then you have the right equipment and the right tools to make reloading easy for you. Like even the press mount, the thing that I have this mounted to, that's like $200. Throw some more brass in here. Pay between 3 to 5 cents a pellet. Air is free for me, so it'd be a big setup compared to air. Yeah, but there's also way more power. So it depends on what you want to do with it. Like if you just want to do some hobby shooting in your backyard, an air gun is a way to go. Do a little bit of pest control, you know, just have some fun. There's no way that reloading will ever be as cheap as air gun, because like I think like an air gun pellet, like do you use 22 pellets or 177? Because like, oh, that'll just, it's just part of the point. So which one do you use, 22 pellets or 177 pellets? 177 and 22. So I think look at, I have some 177 pellets right here. So these are 10.5 grain for 177, and then I think 22 pellets are going to run what, like 18 grains, 15 grains, right? So just like from a, let's just look at it as a cost of the bare metal. This is 95 grains, so it's 5 times the amount of lead. That alone is going to make it more than, you know, 3 to 5 cents alone. You know, there's probably a penny of lead in the 177 and 22 bullets, whereas this one is probably like just alone is 3 to 5 cents of lead. Because I buy lead by the pound. I think I pay like, and I buy some good lead. I don't buy like just like scrap. But the lead itself is like $2 a pound, something like that. So I mean, it's not really like, that alone is going to make it cost more. But you also get the huge power difference between, oops, you know, your pellet guns versus an actual pistol. And I really got to tighten this thing down. have some that don't have primer. I'll have to double check. That's a problem. See, like, you have to be able to notice stuff like that too. See, like, what's going on right here. This is really weird. Was I just not pulling it back far enough? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I have a couple cartridges without a primer. I think we got, there we go, this one messed up. So that will stay out. Ah, there we go. So there's some fuck ups going on. 100% my fault. See, this is something that's going on. See, like, nothing happened in that one. I could feel it. That's not good. See, something's funky is going on. I'm gonna add another little weight to this. Is there? Nope. Let me grab a weight. too big, but there we go. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Nope. This one's got to stay out. Hey everybody, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will try to answer them as best I can. Drop the bullet, pick that up. All right, we're almost done. Almost finished up all my brass. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, let them know in the comments, and I will try and answer them as best I can. So right now I'm putting more brass into my case feeder. I've had a couple little hiccups over the last couple of minutes, so hopefully I got them all straightened out. Be sure to double tap the screen and it gives me a like. Like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. My Wi-Fi cut it after my last message. Sorry if you kept talking to blank air for a couple minutes. No worries, man. I'm usually talking to myself. So I don't know if you heard about the whole weight of the ammo thing. Like one of these bullets weighs 95 grains, so it weighs 9 times as much as your pellets. So because of that difference, this is obviously going to cost more, you know, just the bullets alone. And I pay about $2 a pound for my lead. And I buy pretty good lead when I melt it. So like I know the quality of it. I'm not just buying scrap lead from, you know, some random place. So hopefully we got all the hiccups taken care of. The big thing was the primers were not feeding through the primer chute. I think I figured out why. So I see primers coming out now. As you can see, you can really crank out ammo pretty fast when everything is working good. See, I don't think a primer went in on that one. See, nothing's coming out. There we go. Oh, I'm overflowing. That in there. Man, this is really annoying. Oh, that one's good. Yeah, see, it's not even feeding it. They're dropping out, though, which is really weird. See, like, what's happening? All right. Man, I have no idea what's going on. Maybe it's just because it's too dirty. It needs to be cleaned out. back to it and finish off. Man, I can't believe some people are still watching. Sorry I haven't been talking too much, but thank you for watching. Almost done reloading. It's pretty insane how much I've made. So, made that whole thing. Keeps kicking me, but I'm in open background tab just for the view since you're responding to the chat. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment, Redneck Cybertruck. It's a Dylan XL750. I've had this one for a few years now. Just check the powder one last time. Still within. There we go. This back in. And last bullet. I think that's the last one. Let's see. One more. That one's bad. Both of those are bad. All right. So I am finished. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Have a good night.